Right in the front of it all. Right in the front of it all. Not that I'm complaining. All right. Let's hear from you. What are your wins, your celebrations, something you're just dang proud of?
I'm under contract.
Yeah, you are. I mean, yeah, you were, and you still are.
I guess my win is winning that battle with someone who's trying to make me a scapegoat.
Yeah, no, we don't like that.
Congratulations, though.
Thank you.
Jess, how you feeling?
Oh, better than I was a few days ago.
Well, we're glad that
Back
you're
home.
I'm just
vertical.
becoming a local resident there.
You're back home now, though?
Yeah, thankfully.
Thank God.
So since it ruptured, there's not much more they can do. At least it's not an emergency like it was last year.
Emergency. Mhm.
My new build closes today.
Yeah, it does.
Period.
Proud of you. And this is the capping deal, yeah?
Yes.
Love it.
I just got a text message to say submit a contract on a client I've been working on for the past 4 months.
There you go. I have to say, guys, that I've got the 7-foot lumberjack in Sierra Vista and his teammate who just got out of the hospital are the only ones on camera until Eric gets on. So I'm just like, where are you guys at? Are you afraid to show your faces? You're pretty. I don't care what your mom told you.
I'm actually driving to the office right now, so
So am I.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Drive safe. We need you alive. I am already at the office because you guys suck and I'm better than you. No, I'm just kidding. My schedule starts earlier than yours. But I will be leaving the office earlier than you, more than likely. All right, other win celebrations. We got a full screen. I got 20 people on, including me. But I only hear from 2 or 3 of you.
I had a referral yesterday come through. Dan cash offer. We put in an offer last night, and the listing agent told me it was the best one.
Yeah, duh. It's my offer. It's always gonna be the best one. Now you should submit it with a counter, increasing the sales price and doubling my commission. Stop wasting my time. No one else thinks like that? Come on, guys and gals. I want you to think like that. That's your best offer. Eric, I'm proud of you, man. That's awesome. All right, I'm going to give you guys all the word, and I want your honest thoughts of it. Double.
In and out.
Okay. Double.
Big
more.
fella, like me.
More. Double. Jason said what? Meat.
Big feller.
Big filler. Double.
Blackjack.
Okay. Blackjack. Double.
Double man gum.
Double man gum. All right.
You're making me hungry if you keep saying double.
No, if I say double, double, now you're hungry. But let's look at our production last year and add that word to it. Now, how does it feel?
Really good.
What did I do last year? What am I going to do this year? Double.
Double.
For some of you, that number is quite large.
I mean,
For others, that number was your actual goal. Your goal was 5, then you hit it, great. But if your goal was 10 and you hit 5, not great. My job and my rallying cry for this team, this tribe of people that we have here, is for you to double. I want you to double your lives. Double your investments, double your influence, double your cash flow, double your happiness, double your production. What's the most anyone's ever done, right? Give me a number. What's the most deals you've closed in a year? And James, this doesn't count for you because you never closed a deal in a year. But you can also think in terms of what have I done that's exacerbated, right? How many deals is a lot of deals? Give me a number that you've experienced yourself.
I closed 12 this year, and that was the most I've ever done, and it felt like a lot.
Okay, 12. It was a lot. Felt like a lot.
Mhm.
Tell me more. Right? Someone else. What felt like a lot?
5.
5 deals felt like a lot. Okay, tell me more.
When I was at my last brokerage, I didn't do as good. And when I came to Keller Williams, that's when I started producing more.
It wasn't Keller Williams, Audra. It was this group.
Yeah, this group.
It was never Keller Williams. It was this group. I love KW, but it's the people. It's not the company.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the people. It's not the company. All right. Who else did more or did a lot? Or once they felt like a lot of deals was done. It was a lot. Tell me a number.
11.
11 was a lot. Okay. Would it surprise you to find out that the same energy it took you to do 1 deal a month, you could do 3? What's holding you back?
I could actually answer that for you, Dan.
I certainly
It
hope
was
you.
myself that was holding myself back. So last year, I did a total of 4 deals last year. I am on track to do that this week.
That's 52 times more productive. 52 times more productive. Serena sent me a text the other day, and I'm going to share that. I told her I was proud of her. I told her she needs to be proud of herself because she's been really showing up lately. And I'm glad she just joined the morning call so she can hear this praise. And I told her, I was like, I'm really glad that I'm excited to see your journey. And she says, what would you tell me? I closed I did $1 million of real estate this month or something like that. I just need to do that.
was close.
Close to $1 million in 1 month in production.
Mhm.
Just need to do that 4 more times.
Yeah.
I've seen, and I'm sure you guys have too, I've seen a huge growth in Serena and how she shows up.
Oh, he's so sweet. Thank you.
Guys, she's at her other job, her job,
Mhm.
that takes 40 some hours of her life, and she still was able to close out $1 million, almost $1 million in 1 month.
Mhm.
You know what the average real estate agent in the area does? I mean, even national standards. You know what the average real estate professional closes in a year?
4.
Less than 5.
1. Oh,
That's 1.
Two deals. If you round it up, it's 2 deals.
Wow.
That means the average. To be average in this business, boom. They say real estate's easy, and I'm talking to some people that are not real estaters, but I want you to hear this anyways. In any industry, they say it's easy. Then why aren't they doing it? Well, I can tell you, a lot of people don't want to do more because they're afraid of what it takes. Well, Eric, has it been more energy for you to do 4 in 1 week than it was to do 4 in a year?
No, not
No.
even close.
No. Tell me more.
It's just not being lazy, not, doom scrolling, but actually having conversations every day around real estate with people.
Yeah. Guys, I don't know this. I'm not a scientist, or I don't study time, but I'd imagine every one of us had the same amount of time last year. Every single one of us had the exact same number of days. You might have been conscious for more or unconscious for more, but we all have the exact same slate, right? The same calendar to put things into. If you could go back and look at all the metrics of your days, all of them from last year, how much time did you spend on TikTok? How much time did you spend on Instagram? How much time did you spend laying in bed? How much time did you spend on the toilet? All these things. I bet TikTok and toilet time are very close together, Jim. But when we do this, we look at that and we say,
I
okay,
don't have TikTok.
all of our, I knew, I figured you're like, what's TikTok? All right. Those are the little candies in the plastic jar you used to eat all the time. So, but we look at our time and we go, okay, how much time am I spending on this, that, and the other thing? Okay. So Dan wants me to double what I did last year. If that doesn't scare you, you didn't do enough last year. Double this year means, do I need to double my effort? Would it surprise you to find out? No, it doesn't take doubling your effort. It might at first. Hell, it might even be 10 times more effort at first. But once you're moving into a more consistent pattern, upkeep is less than initial. I've got friends that are bodybuilders. We're talking like walking Greek statues. Veins for days, ladies. You know what I'm talking about, right? My wife would say you just want to lick their abs. No, actually, Jess would never say that. It's just a funny saying. But these guys are 40, 50 years old. They look like they're chiseled out of stone. And they go to the gym maybe 30 minutes a day. They don't eat kale and green beans. They eat pizzas and burgers and drink beer. Why? Well, they did the hard work 20 years ago. They got themselves a block of granite, jumped inside of it and said, this is my home. And then they worked themselves out of it. They did the hard work to establish who they were. And then the maintenance is a lot easier. There are real estate professionals that are good friends of mine that do $1 million a year. Income, not production, income. And I could never catch them at the office. What are you doing with your time? Oh, I'm in Cabo, or I'm in, California. We're going to go on a ski trip. Okay, so how are you making more money than me and working less time than me? Well, because 20 years ago, they put in the work to create the business, and then they just maintained it. If I'm not connecting with you, I'm going to change the analogy to make it real damn easy. Raise your hand if you live in a home, an apartment, a house, a trailer, a box on the freeway. Right? So all of you. How much effort does it take every single day to keep that building standing? Every now and again, you got to fix something, right? How much effort did it take to build it? Right? A little bit or a lot of it? A lot of it. So we're building foundations now. We're building ground. Or hell, we're even still landscaping. We're going to get the energy. We're going to do the work. We're going to set the foundation for something we're going to do. This could be work. This could be life. This could be financial. This could be your physical health. You're going to have to do more to get to where you aren't. Then you are going to have to stay there. It's uncomfortable, but it takes more. Right? I'm asking you to double your business. I'm asking you to double your life. Well, does that mean you have to double your activities? Not forever. Right now, you might need to triple your activities or quadruple your activities. Hell, some of you just need to start activities. Eric and I had a conversation about 3 months ago, and he started activities, and those activities are led to him doing 4 deals in 1 week. And it's a simple saying, hey, quit lying to yourself. You're not too busy. You do have time. You've chosen comfort over progress. That is where we all lose, myself included. I worked this last weekend, and in my mind, I need a day off, so I took a half day yesterday. I left the office at 1 something, and I went to a lunch meeting, talked to a couple of friends of mine that are my big referral partners. I met the owner of the pizza shop we were at. I helped him carry out a bookshelf that they were throwing away, made friends with him, created another business referral opportunity. And then I went home. When I got home, I noticed my son has this little football net thing. You know, it's got the 3 little nets where you throw balls into it, like catches the balls for you. It's like target practice for football throwers. I don't know. I was a lineman, and the coach said I was never allowed to touch the balls. Just hit people. That's all my job was. Well, it's been broken for the better part of a year. And I park in front of it every day. And so it's right there in the carport. I park in front of it every single day. And all it needs is a little piece of metal, about that big. But I have to find the right piece of metal. I pull into the house, I look at it, and if you guys don't remember, my New Year's to myself was the goal starting late December was I'm no longer going to allow things that don't meet my standards to stay in my life. And does broken shit get a place? Broken don't work, right? People, places, or things. Broken don't work. So I'm going to either resolve broken or throw it away. So I'm sitting at my desk and I'm like, okay, metal supply companies. I'm looking to find where this stuff is. I've gone to Michael's, I've gone to Ace. I can't find this piece of metal. Well, I remembered a conversation I had with Mikey the other day about a metal supply company. So I Google it and I look at their showroom. They've got 5,000 different metal objects in their building. I'm like, they got to have something. So I take the piece down there that I need to get fixed. I drive 30 minutes to this store. I spend 15 minutes at this store. I talk to the guy. He goes, oh, this is what you need. Shows it to me. Cost me $5. I drive 30 minutes home. And on the way home, I'm thinking about how can I put this together so it stays together. I come up with a plan. All it is drill a hole, hit it with a hammer so it crinks it a little bit. It'll stay in place. Just like the initial design. Took me 5, maybe 6 minutes to put it back together. All in. Hour 15 minutes from the moment I decided to do something to the moment it was done. But it took me a year to get to that hour. Is that acceptable? Not anymore. Not anymore. Because instead of taking a day off and doing nothing and being a lazy fat ass like I could have been, just sit at home, eat my Oreos, and watch YouTube, which I don't do. I'm just trying to be. I do eat Oreos, though. The chocolate Oreos. Girl. Kryptonite here. Instead of doing that, I got up and I said, you know what? I can get this done before Seth gets home from school. So when he walks in from school, he'll see it completed. And he can play with it again. He can do it again. And he feels bad because he's the one that broke it because he moved it to the carport. And when he moved it, he didn't take it apart. He just tried to move it all at one piece, which we all would have done, he broke it. But it's those little things that are allowing me to do more. There's a broken window in my kitchen that it fell out in spider glass. It's been broken for a while. It's small. You can't see it. But I know it's there. I get home from fixing Seth's thing. I sit down at my computer. I'm going through emails because I've been off work for 2 hours, so I had 46 emails to go through. And 53 phone calls from Eric. And I'm sitting there, and in that moment, I'm like, you know what? They're probably still open. So I called the glass company and said, hey, you guys did a quote for me a while back. I'd like to get that started. Do you know when that quote was? Someone give me a guess.
A year.
A year ago.
August 2023. August 2023. It was a $1,200 fix. I'm on the phone with a lady. It took me, I don't know, 6 minutes. She goes, "Hey, I got the quote here. I'll send it over to you." "Oh, good deal. The prices have come down. I can save you about $150. I said, "That's great. Get it ordered." She took my credit card. She high-fived me through the phone. I made her laugh. I told her, "If you ever need anything, I'm the broker at KW. I'd love to help your clients." Again, another little real estate plug. This is another thing. You got to talk to everyone. All in from the moment I remembered it to the moment it was done, 10 minutes. 10 minutes of effort to get the ball moving. It was never about the money. It was about the time. Because the time I had to sit down and make that phone call usually is after the time when they're closed. But it took me 2.5 years to do it. Does that meet standards? Not anymore. No. Guys, I'm showing you one day in my life. A total of an hour and a half just of a Monday afternoon in the middle of January in the new year. I solved 2 problems that had been plaguing me for 2 years. Simple things. Does anyone know the energy you get from done? That dopamine drop of done. It's done. It's finished. It's out of the way. Clear the clutter. Clean up the shit. Get it done. You're going to feel better doing it than you are resenting it. The phone calls, the texts, the conversations, the going out of your way to make that connection, all better done. How are we going to do more this year? How are we going to double our production? We're going to do it. And like Jim put in the chat, done makes consistency easier. Right? This is Jim's done board. Jim has to send me a picture of that daily. Jim is tracking what he's doing. I think you guys can see it or not. There's a bunch of big red zeros on there.
I can go back. Yeah.
Did you see that?
There, that's probably easier.
You see Jim's big red zeros? You think it felt good for Jim to put zeros on there? No. Now you look at it the next week. All done.
I texted in. I said, I'm gonna stop making excuses.
Jim and I had a
If
coaching
you let me
session.
keep making excuses, you're a crappy coach.
Yeah, I've never accepted excuses. We always boil down to the base root of why. Why is this not important? Done. Done is how you're going to double your business. Did you have your 10 conversations today? No? Then what's in the way? Get it done. Did you send that email out that you needed to send? No? What got in the way? Get it done. Stop choosing comfort over productive. It is easier to find something else to do than it is to do the hard work. But trust me, the hard work gets easier when you choose to do it. For those of us who struggle with big projects, trick your brain. They call it a 1-minute task. Do something so small your brain can't say no to it. Just dial one number. Call one person, then all of a sudden the calls start flowing. The tough conversations are easier when you choose to do them. Now, do I want you doing random fixes on football nets in the middle of your prime hours? No. But if you got a Saturday and a Sunday that you have scripted to be completely off, and you have some chores or tasks around the house that have been cluttering your mind, get them done. Clear them out. Those of you who don't know, go ahead, Eric.
So I needed to hear that one today.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, I like to play a video game called Ark. It's a game with dinosaurs. My kids and I love it. It's my boys and I, we all play it together. That is my biggest time suck in life. I will play Ark for 2 hours with my boys and get nothing done in those 2 hours. Well, I told my boys that I can't play Ark until I get the power wagon. There's a power wheelbarrow in my garage. I don't know if I talked about this. There's a power wheelbarrow in my garage that has been sitting there for 7 years. It was Jess's grandpa's. He used it all the time, but when he started getting a little loopy, he stopped using it. And then after his passing, it just sat there rotting. So I need to get it out of the garage so we can use the garage. It hasn't moved since we moved it in there, right? About 5 years ago. It's last time it was pushed. It didn't run. It was pushed in there 5 years ago. So I get home after showing houses on Sunday. I've been out all day. I get home at 5 o'clock, and my first desire is to, hey, boys, let's play some games. But I can't because I made a commitment to my wife. She doesn't care if it's done or not. But when I made a verbal commitment, I said, Jess, I said this, I am not allowed to play this until the Power Wagon is ready for sale. It is listed online. And I'm not going to list it unless it runs. And I'm not going to list it until it's cleaned. So I got to get it running, and I got to get it cleaned. So instead of going home and doing the comfortable thing and just kicking my shoes off and getting comfortable and sitting down and doing what I wanted to do, I made the hard decision to go do what I have to get done. It took me about an hour to diagnose this car. Took it apart, got it running, didn't stay running. Okay, a little bit of help from AI. This is the engine. This is the situation. This is what I'm dealing with. I've never rebuilt a small engine in my life. I've never rebuilt a carburetor in my life. I've done big cars, but never tiny little gas power things, because in my family, we throw it away and buy a new one. It's a terrible thing. So I'm looking it up, and I'm thinking this is going to be super, super difficult for me to get this power wheelbarrow working. It's 1 screw, 3 bolts, 2 cables, and about 5 minutes of effort, and I got the carburetor off. And I look through it, and I can find that there's broken pieces in the carburetor. And I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be hundreds of dollars. A rebuild kit was $29. A brand new carburetor was $28. It'll be here tomorrow. And I can play Ark on Thursday. This is all an example, guys. All of today is to show you that you can double your activities. You can double your effectiveness. You can double your life by just doing the things that you're supposed to do already. Stop letting easy get in the way of doing what needs to get done. I hope this is touching your heart a little bit. And yes, I went right downstairs after showing houses. So I was in my Sunday bests working on a gasoline motor. Jess was pissed. But I knew if I went inside and changed, the likelihood of me going down to the garage went to 0. I didn't even go in the house. She didn't even know I was home yet. Because I knew I had to get it done. So what in your life are you allowing to get in the way between you and done? Right, guys? I don't have to give you examples around working because I prioritize work. I don't expect you to be me. That's why you're not me. Like, I prioritize taking your phone calls over sleep. I prioritize answering emails and doing my business over comfort anyways. But I want to showcase some of the things that I struggle with or things that need to get done around the house, because for me, it doesn't matter. It's not that big, but they sit and they sit and they sit. And over time, those leaves pile up to be mountains. And what happens if you let a bunch of leaves sit there for a long time? What happens at the bottom of those leaves?
They rot.
They rot.
There's spiders.
And spiders. No one likes spiders. So, double. I want double. I want more. More is going to require more. There are things in your life that you are avoiding. Stop it. Quit choosing comfort over done. Your health, your relationships, your future all depend on you being willing to do what you have to do, not what you want to do.
Can I say something to that?
Yes, you can.
So I talked about this a few weeks ago, but at the Christmas party, one of the people on my team I talked to, I had made a commitment that I would answer every Zillow call that came my way. And so I've been doing that. And I noticed that I oftentimes said no to answering the call because I'm at the store or I'm driving or I'm at the gym, or I'd always find a reason to get out of it. And in my mind, it made sense. Oh, I can't take this call because I'm busy. But I've been taking every single call, even when I'm like, damn it, I really don't want to take this call right now. But I did it anyway. And it did twofold. So it's increasing my confidence back to where it used to be. And it's also telling me, yeah, you can take the call. Like, take a second and answer the flippant call. And not all the time is it going to take you to having to do something right then and there, but you can handle it. So I've been a little overwhelmed with the amount of calls I've been getting, but it's helping increasingly. And it was just that one small commitment to answer the call.
Yeah, you chose done versus comfort. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I waited to feel right or waited for the right time to take your phone calls, you would get nothing accomplished. Eric calls me almost by the second when I sit down with dinner. I even asked him the other day and I said, Did you work for a telemarketer in a past life? I was like, because your timing for dinner is immaculate. Like he varies about 30 to 45 minutes, but he just happens to know exactly when dinner's getting plated and on the table. Eric calls. It's no shade on Eric, but I'm saying, but like if I were to wait for the right moment, like wait till I felt right, it wouldn't work. Right?
We'll start calling you, say what's for dinner.
Yeah, dude. The other night was primo. Like last night was walking tacos. Have you ever heard of walking tacos? I'm gonna put you guys on some game right now. Think about this: a bag full of your favorite chips, some really good taco seasoned meat, and some spices and some sauces, and you just mix that shit up. And then you take another chip and you dip it, or a fork, right? If you're not an absolute savage. I'm just saying. It's pretty amazing. But guys, girls, in betweens, whatever you want. It's on the other side of what you don't want to do. Whatever you want is on the other side of what you don't want to do. So
I was listening to a podcast this morning, sorry, really quick. And this guy said, only dead fish go with the flow. Be intentional. And that's like really sat with me because you don't want to be a dead fish. You're rotting away and you're lifeless and you're just going with whatever is going to come your way. And like, yeah, sure, things can come your way, but it's not going to be consistent. You have to choose what you're doing.
be consistent, be intentional, be purposeful, right? Don't think, oh, the way I have to walk this way is hard. I got to find the easy way. No, it's not hard. That just happens to be the way. That is just the way. That is what it is. Deal with it, move on. Let's do more. Are we in?
I'm in. Come on.
Was today worth your time?
Always. Thank you.
All right.